Hi, welcome to Forex in 4. I'm Mike Conlon for FXEDU, and in the next 4 minutes, I'm going to show you the highlights of where the action is in today's Forex market. So let's get started. Good morning. Today is Thursday, September 2nd, 2010. This morning we're talking about growth by contraction. And, for some folks this may seem like an oxymoron, maybe a contradiction in terms, that, how can you grow something if it's actually contracting? And, over in the Eurozone, they're showing us that indeed it is possible. Okay, they just came out with GDP figures this morning, showing growth of 1.9% versus the expectation of 1.7%. Now all this is going on while they're undertaking austerity measures to try and get deficits under control. So, we know about the deficits that are plaguing the European economy, particularly in the PIGS countries, and we also know about the austerity measures that they're taking to try and tackle that debt. And yet here they are. They're growing their economy. It's not going at world-beating growth here, but it is showing steady gains. And it shows that having an actual plan and commitment to tackling their debt is going to help them in the long run. Now, that's quite opposite of what we're doing here in the U.S. Here in the U.S., we like the old extend and pretend policies where we continue to try and throw money at the problem and hope that all this government spending is going to get us out. But the problem is that that doesn't inspire confidence in either business or in consumers. So what they do is businesses don't hire, consumers don't spend, and that's what we're seeing this morning. We had initial jobless claims figures come in. They came in showing 472,000 new claims. The expectation was for 475,000 new claims. Yay, congratulations, we beat the number. But if you're one of those 472,000, all right, you don't feel too good about the economy right now. And all of this comes down to current policies that we're talking about. I mean, we've got looming deficits, we've got increased taxes coming down the road, regulation, healthcare, you name it. I have wrote here in the written blog today, looming deficits, taxes, and regulation, and healthcare. Oh my! It's kind of like the old Wizard of Oz there, where what's happening here is making even the boldest of businessmen appear more scared than the cowardly lion. So that's what we're looking at today as far as growth goes. You can see here in the Eurozone on the daily chart, looks like we put in a little short-term bottom here at 126. It's going to act as support. We take a look at the Fibonacci numbers, see if we see anything out there. Oh yeah, look at that. Sure enough, right at 126.06. That's the 50% retracement level. So you can see how that sort of works. That looks like that's going to be good near-term support going forward for a little bit, provided tomorrow's U.S. non-farm payrolls numbers don't take us down, and tomorrow take us down and out. Now in the UK, I just want to show you, UK is weak. Okay, you can see that we've got pullback here from the 160 level on a daily chart. Looks like we're sort of settling in right around 153.50. I'm going to run a Fibonacci on this one as well just to see what's happening. Yeah, it looks like we're just breaking below there a little bit. We're hovering around some of that first level of support. We could go lower. Home prices came in lower in the UK, which could mean that inflation is falling back below the Bank of England's mandate of 3% on the upper band. So this could allow them to maintain accommodative policy during the austerity measures that they're going to be taking place. Just want to show you the Kiwi here real quick. Take a look. We've seen Aussies down. You got the Canadian dollar down, the loonie. All right, but the Kiwi's higher for some reason. And I was sort of fumbling around today, and I said, well, gee, why is the Kiwi higher? I don't get it. This seems like an anomaly. And so I was looking around, and the only news I could find was that powdered milk prices were higher, and they actually reported that on credible news sources. So I got to tell you, I don't think that's the case. I'm guessing that maybe we've got some possible Chinese currency diversification coming in, get a nice little down day. Maybe they come buying in, so they're not chasing it, so to speak. But that's just a guess on my part. Who knows? Lastly, I just want to look at dollar yen. It just keeps selling off. Yen just keeps getting stronger. At what point are the Japanese going to intervene? If they are going to intervene, what can they do? Are they going to get pummeled by the market? How big does their intervention have to be? These are all questions that are going to have to be answered. And, quite frankly, the market looks like they want them answered sooner than later. So we're going to have to see what happens with yen there. So I hate to keep harping on it. Policy here in the U.S. bad. Policy in Europe and the rest of the countries that are pursuing austerity is good. And I never thought as an American I'd say this, but I'm actually envious of European economic policies. I mean, just think about that for a second. So, that's what I'm looking at today. We've got elections coming up in November. I expect there to be risk in the market. Tomorrow's non-farm payrolls report is going to be the big mover. It's going to show us if we actually are getting any private sector job growth. I mean, you get government projections, the birth-death model, all these other things, jobs that may have been created or saved, all a lot of hootenanny, if you ask me. At the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding, as they say. So, keeping an eye on the risk themes and tomorrow's non-farm payrolls report. So, that's all I've got for today. Good trading to all. As always, be sure to check out the written blog at www.fxedu.com to get complete coverage of today's Forex market. If you would like to learn more about how to trade the Forex market from professionals like myself, be sure to check out our affordable Forex trading courses. And if you're already a seasoned professional or aspire to be one, ask us how we can help you achieve your Forex goals. Go to www.fxedu.com to get started today.